Well, there are a lot of emotional highs and lows in this business. I mean, you could be doing one thing one day and then the rug gets pulled out from under you, and there is a lot riding on you. So how do you handle when something is not going right? I mean, believe me, we all have freakouts. So
right.
What do you do to kind of center yourself, or you just let it all fly?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's funny because, you know, those moments, I kind of live for those moments where you have 2 feet firmly and right, you know, and you can fight, you know, flat out and fight for something. But it's so seldom that, isn't it? It's like, because so many of the problems that you have, you probably need that person for something else that, you know, I'm just saying it's complicated, especially with no money. If you have lots of money, then, you know, you hire who's best for the job. If they suck, or if they, you know, do something wrong, you can fire them and hire someone else. In the independent world, it's not that easy. It's like, you know, you got several plates up in the air and you got no fallback plan. So very seldom do you get to just freak out and feel better about it. Normally it's, you got to put on a face and go through the steps. But again, it's about how important the final product is. Like, you know, when shooting the movie, we would always talk about, with me acting and directing and everything, and I had kind of this brain trust of people, including my DP and my editor and my producers, and, you know, we had this rule that was like, you know, there's no holds barred. If you got something to say, if you got a problem with something, you know, you need to tell me, because I'm going to be really upset if we get through the day and there's a problem that I didn't know was a problem, you know? That being said, we had to keep in mind that the movie's the most important thing. It's more important than my ego or my feelings or anybody else's ego or feelings. It's like the movie is the most important thing. Getting a good product out of this. And it's still that. It's still my freaking out on, you know, a distributor who isn't doing things the way that I want, or you know, graphics designer that isn't working out the way I want. If it doesn't help the movie, it just helps me feel better about how the day's gone. Does that make sense? Yeah. So there's lots of hemming and hawing when I'm much more of a shoot from the hip kind of guy, and it suits me better to be able to do that, but I feel like so seldom can you.